The stock market is setting up pretty awesome for this week, and we have some big things to talk about. As we can see on the screen right now, it was a pretty mixed day in the market, but we do have some really important things to talk about, just like the Amazon stock split that was just completed. We can see that Amazon stock is no longer trading at $2,500 per share. It's all the way back down to $125 per share because they just completed their 20-to-1 stock split. And this has brought in a little bit of hype over the past day and even over the past couple of weeks. While Amazon shares now seem a lot cheaper than what they were at before, stock splits have absolutely no influence on the valuation of the company. So what we have seen in the past, though, is hype that is generated from these stock splits, like Apple and Tesla, which were some of the most notable splits over the past couple of years. But Amazon stock is running up. It's awesome to see, and their split is all set. So you can now buy one share of Amazon for $125 if you wanted to. Now the next one to split is actually Google, which is also set to do a 20-to-1 stock split, and it's set to split on July 15th. So keep it on your radar. Amazon is looking pretty good right now. So good stuff there. In terms of other important news from today, so many of the China stocks were blasting up today in just a crazy way. Alibaba is up like 6.2%, but the main one was Didi, D-I-D-I. They closed up around 24%, but they were actually up above 50% in pre-market. The stock's at $2.30, and it has a ton of momentum, and basically all Chinese stocks do right now. Didi, Alibaba, Baidu, you could say PDD, JD, FUTU. Basically, they are all blasting to the upside. And there are a couple reasons for this. The first one would be that basically we could see from the headline right here, Chinese ride-hailing giant Didi surges 50% after report that regulators are ending probes. So basically the Chinese government has been going after a lot of their own companies in a very harsh way over the past couple of years, and the Chinese government is ending their probe with Didi, and that is leading people to believe that the Chinese government might start to slow down or end their investigations into other companies. So that basically just helped all China stocks today. So that was good to see. Additionally, China is finally reopening their economy. Over the past couple of months, especially in Shanghai, the lockdowns have been brutal, and this has obviously hurt the Chinese economy, but also supply chains around the world and just kind of just the whole world's economy. China plays a giant role in the world economy, so it's good to see them reopening. Not only does it help China stocks, but it also, will ease the supply chains, like I said. So that was important. Also today, we had an event with Apple. Honestly, it was not anything jaw-dropping. They released a couple new things, some new software, and they talked a little bit about their new M2 chip. Honestly, there wasn't any jaw-dropping news. Apple is always innovating, as we all know. They're always, making new products and, creating new software. But like I said, there wasn't anything too jaw-dropping that I read. Their new chip will include 25% more transistors and 50% more bandwidth than the M1 chip. So it looks like they're definitely innovating and just getting better and better in that, I guess you can say, semiconductor field, which has been extremely important over the past couple of years. So that's always good to see. But like I said, there wasn't anything too crazy. Apple stock is up around 0.5% or so. So like I said, nothing too crazy. In terms of important things to watch for the rest of the week, we do have some relatively important data coming out on Friday, and that will be the inflation rate around an hour before market open. So keep that on your radar. For the rest of the week, we do have some earnings. It's really nothing too crazy. I would say Thursday will be the most important day. We have NEO reporting after the bell, we have NEO reporting before the bell, and then DocuSign after the bell. Those are the main ones in my opinion. But looking more at what we saw in the market today, it was a lot of chop. It was not too much momentum. There was not too much momentum in either direction. Like if we look at the heat map, we saw Apple up 0.5% and Microsoft down 0.5%. Like they're just not really moving too much. Google and Facebook were up a decent amount, but it was just a lot of chop, more or less. So the China stocks really, really did lead the way out of all groups of stocks in the entire market today, whether it's, you could say, semiconductor stocks or the EVs or the gaming stocks or anything like that. The China stocks did better than them all for the most part. Like I said, BABA, NEO, PDD, JD, DIDI, FUTU, and many more just blasted up. So keep these stocks on your radar for not only tomorrow, but the next couple weeks, because they've been getting absolutely destroyed over not only just the past year, but the past couple of years. Alibaba, one of the biggest and most notable Chinese stocks, went from highs of $319 down to lows of around $80 over the past couple of years. The stock has gotten destroyed while fundamentally they're doing just fine. So there's a lot of examples out there like this, like Baidu's another one that got absolutely smacked, PDD, JD, and a lot of the other ones. So keep these stocks on your radar. They are runners. They're volatile. Sometimes they're crazy, but they definitely provide a lot of opportunity, especially for short-term trading. So keep the China stocks on your radar because they move in some pretty crazy ways. And like the last, I wouldn't even call this major news, but news that I would like to cover is the Department of Justice moves to seize 2 planes from Russian oligarch Roman Abramovich. Again, it's not like crazy news, but 2 of his private jets are set to be seized. One of them is in Russia and the other one's in Dubai, so I don't know the logistics of that, but I figured I'd cover it. But overall, like I said, there's not too much momentum in either direction right now. Definitely keep the China stocks on your radar. And I want to get into the momentum plays for tomorrow. With the first one, we actually have a China stock, NEO, to the upside. Basically, if it breaks above $19.80, it should be a pretty solid day trade to the upside. With the next one, we have PENN. If this one breaks about $34.06, I also like it for a day trade to the upside. And then with the last one, we have Disney, and the main level for this one is $107.50. If it breaks below this, I like it for a day trade to the downside tomorrow. But just to recap, I'm watching Disney for a potential day trade to the downside tomorrow, only if it breaks above, only if it breaks below the level I listed. And then I'm watching Penn and NIO for potential day trades to the upside tomorrow, only if they break above the levels I listed. And then, as you guys know, Tom is not with us today. He had a couple things he had to take care of, but he will definitely be with us tomorrow. And then I also want to give a giant shout out to our member of the day, Not Saw, in the Discord. You've been in the StockedUp Discord for almost 2 years now, and it looks like you just came back after a little bit of a break. So thanks for being with us for 2 years and welcome back to the chat. Huge shout out to Not Saw. But yeah, if you guys are looking for an awesome trading community, definitely check out that first link in the description and the comments down below. It's completely free. We talk about trading all day long. We have some free day trades in the day trading tab. We post some memes here and there, and it's a great time. There's a bunch of great people in the chat. Make sure to join up if you're not already in it. Like I said, a bunch of great people, and we have a great time trading. So make sure to join up. All in all, though, the stock market is at a good point, but it's probably not going to move like it did over the past 2 weeks. If we go on like a max weekly chart of the S&P 500, at one point we had 7 red weeks in a row, back to back to back to back, and we had one giant green week, and right now we are on our second consecutive red week. Overall, we are kind of in the middle of like a short-term uptrend, and I do see this upwards momentum continuing over the next couple weeks. That does not mean that the S&P 500 is going to blast up to all-time highs or anything like that. I just see relatively bullish momentum in the market right now, and I can see the market holding up, unless, of course, some horrible news happens or anything like that. But I think the market's looking just fine right now. Looking at the SPY, there is some major support right around $410, and then some pretty strong resistance right around 418 to 418.60. It's channeling back and forth between those levels, and if we see a breakdown, it could be an awesome opportunity for puts, of course. And if we see a breakout with solid momentum, it could be an amazing opportunity for some calls. So there will definitely be opportunity this week either way. We are channeling, and there's normally a good opportunity in these types of setups. So I'm very excited for the rest of the week. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Let me know what stocks you are watching in the comments down below. A lot of times, the stocks you guys comment, I end up covering. I'm very excited for the rest of the week, and don't forget to subscribe and join the Discord if you're new. The link will be in the description and the comments down below. But let's have an amazing week.